Hi, welcome to another video. Today we're going to do something a little bit different than what I usually do, and we're going to look for crystals. I recently discovered that there are herkimers on the island, so we're going to do a dig with permission from the claim owner and see what we can find. Looking for nice clear crystals, basically, because most quartz crystals are like hazy, so we want to find ones that are nice and super clear. That's the goal. That's what we're hoping for. So they're just forming between like the layers, basically?
Yeah, so as this, when this was flowing, air pockets developed with like sand and soot and all that sort of stuff. And so as it solidified, what happens is if it's porous rock, which is why dirt and mud and sand got in there,
yeah,
it fills in there. And so if water's running through there and it has a heavy silica content in it, little tiny microscopic pieces of silica can go through the clay and the sand and get stuck, and they'll slowly start to grow inside there, seeding off of that. So it'll grow from more silica attaching itself and growing. So that's why like regular quartz grows, because it's a mineral that gets pushed out from the Earth's core, and that's why it'll grow on other rocks usually. Okay. Whereas these grow completely independent of themselves.
Oh, okay.
Even if you find them attached to rocks, it's actually like them that grew against it and fused onto it. You can break it right off, but because it's fused onto it, it's not actually a part of the rock, whereas regular quartz would be. So when you get these out, these come out like perfect little diamonds. They're already faceted, they're already everything.
Yeah.
But here, actually, I'll show you. Because this is what I was talking about, where you'd be able to find some examples, because it's all cleaned up. As you can see.
Oh yeah.
There's crystals all through here. Here's a little, that one's not a good one, but that's an example of what you find coming down through here. This has all got cleaned from when we had dug before, and the rains just finally cleaned all the clay and stuff out. Because when you pull them out, a lot of the time you don't even notice what you have.
Because they're so dirty? Because
they're covered in clay. So
yeah.
You actually have to like rub them off, and then you start seeing like the faces, because they shimmer really nice. But right here is actually where we'll be going. So along the side, I don't know if you can see down there, but along the side you can see where it's kind of still muddy and silty with clay and stuff down in there.
Yeah.
That's actually where the crystals are. And so what we'll be doing is we'll be taking our tools. So the pointy end is actually to like break up the clay and the dirt inside. And then this side is going to be for pulling them out.
Okay.
Because they're all along here. Let me see. I know I saw a nice one. All the way back there. Oh, that's a crab? A crab shell that's in there. All right, let me get that propped up so I can see. Yeah, you slowly start to bring the stuff that you've broken up down in there. Slowly start to drag it out. Oh yeah, good. I see shimmers. That means that we've got something in here. Start to pull little pieces of dirt out. And you have a bucket?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Can you grab that?
If you want to grab that and fill it up with water, this is what you'd be cleaning. So, for example, you start to see a face there?
Yeah, yep.
So that just needs to be cleaned off. See, there's another face. So there's another one.
Nice.
So something like that, if you want to take that, something like that, you can go and clean, and you'll actually have a better idea of what kind of stuff you're pulling out.
so cool.
Right? There's just big rocks. Oh, there's a nice little zone. I guess we'll have to look at the bottom as well again.
Wow, it's so clear.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Those are the ones that are gemstone quality.
You can understand why they call them diamonds.
Oh, for sure. And that they come right out of the ground looking like that.
Yeah.
Right? That's what's so fascinating to me. Is like, you don't have to do anything to them. No, they just grow like that.
Can you facet them?
You can, for sure. They actually have a slightly higher hardness, like a Mohs, on the Mohs scale,
Yeah.
than regular quartz. Only because of how they develop and grow.
Yeah.
Structurally, they're stronger, like a diamond. Because that's why they are called diamond quartz, is because they do resemble the same growth and growth structure, or growth pattern and structure, that an actual diamond goes through.
Okay.
And that's why it creates such a harder material.
Yeah.
Other than because diamonds are carbon and these are silica. You try and you didn't.
Somewhat gracefully.
I'm just gonna go with it when I realize that I can't.
It's pretty soft rock. It's good.
But yeah, if you want to try and get in here, and yeah, so you're gonna be, it'll be this mud, this type of mud that you want to be filling out. And you'll start to notice at the back is where it'll like, you can start to like push into it and actually like release it.
Okay.
And then you'll use this end to start to scrape it out. And it's all in like this type of stuff. Gotta clean it out. I think there's one right in there. But yeah, please feel free. Oh yeah. You'll see it. You'll see in there because of the light or whatnot that it's it's mucky back there. It's really just a matter of the angle that you. Oh yeah. There's one. Cute little one. So tiny though. Oh, there's one. Interesting. Very sharp. Put all that in there.
So how old will they be?
Oh, tens of thousands, if not like hundreds of thousands of years old. They're smaller, right? So you're not talking about like out in Herkimer, New York, they have diamonds that are like millions of years old because they come out like freaking huge things. These are much smaller, so it's nice because the conditions didn't need to happen as long for the proper growth to happen.
Okay.
And I think that's why you find it so often, if you know what you're looking for, all through this valley. It's because at certain times the conditions were just right, but they didn't last. Based, I'm guessing, on my guess is the glacier activity that happened. So what got you wanting to get into doing this, if you don't mind me asking?
Like rock hunting in general, or?
Yeah, was it just a hobby that you enjoy picking up?
Yeah. Yeah, like I've always picked up rocks from the beach.
Oh, yes.
And then like the past few years, I've just like kind of gotten obsessive about it.
In the shale, like through it, is a good indicator because roots came after the rock clearly,
Yeah.
and the root systems will follow empty voids in that rock, searching for water. And then if you find roots that are in there, that usually means that the roots found water that was flowing through there. So a lot of the time you'll find like a big root will grow through here, and you'll find crystals actually embedded on the root, all along it.
That's neat.
Right? Because the root had to grow and push against the crystals that were in there. And so you get all these just like weird diamond shapes inside the root. It's interesting because you can very clearly see that there's no running water on the outside. But when you look inside the hole, you can tell that there is water that is flowing through the rock, in through the hole and down. And that's why all of the crystals grow inside there, because this big void just filled with clay and sand, and it's had constant water flowing through it.
Yeah. Tiny crystals. Basically, he's digging them out of the crack over there and then pulling out this mud. And there's little tiny crystals hiding inside. Super cool. piece is really clear.